Hello, welcome to the Critical Obsession podcast. My name is Mirella,
And I'm Zoe.
and today we're going to react to episode 8 of Last Twilight.
Episode 8. Like, seriously, when I was looking for it, I'm like, how is it episode 8 already? Like, I don't even know.
We're so close to the end. We're so close to the
Because this
end.
is what? Is this 12 episodes?
I think so.
I feel like you should know this. Come on, you're like, geez, you're like, I thought you were obsessed.
I don't want to know. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about the end. No. What I know is that there's a rumor that we're going to get another OST today, and I think it's the one from the trailer. I have looked for that song. It's very pretty. I like it, and I couldn't find it. So I think that's the song that they're going to release today.
Oh, okay, that'll be interesting. Yeah, 12 episodes. I just checked. So what's that
Yes.
then? So after today, that's 4 episodes. Oh, holy crap! It is almost finished.
Well, why did you say? Why did you have to say it? I
I'm
was,
sorry. I'm like, for like listeners, like 5 minutes ago she was losing her mind. Now I've depressed her. I'm sorry.
in case there are some weird noises. I'm sorry. I'm not at my usual location. I'm at my parents' house
In a completely different country, so.
in a completely different country. Yeah. I'm
Well,
so
it's
upset. I'm really looking forward to this song to add it to the playlist because I'm in love. I'm in love with the music from this
yeah.
series. Like the song "For the Love of You" by Victor Landberg, the one that they played in episode at the end of episode was it 4 when they looked at Mork when he examined Mork up close and did that gesture. Was it episode 4? I think it was. So that one, I'm in love with it. I mean, it has violins, and I haven't touched my barely played my violin. I've barely touched it in the last 10 years, and I had to take it out and play along to this song. This
That's like
is
the cutest thing
this is
ever.
what it's just so beautiful.
I feel like I want
Basically,
to. I feel like I want to screenshot our chat and like post on like Twitter and Tumblr later because I was like 5 minutes late. And just the all caps meltdown that was awaiting me. And it's funny because I'm like, okay, give me a second, let me find the episode so that I'm all ready for when we're about to record. And I go in and it's still 34 seconds down on the countdown, and I'm like, it hasn't even started yet. I'm technically not late. So yeah, I like
nice.
the meltdown. I feel like I should share the meltdown. Um but yeah, so
Well,
I'm like trying to think. Okay, so last episode we had basically them get together, which was like friggin' so cute. And then
Day is losing
Day's
his
yeah, Day's
sight.
vision has suddenly gotten much worse. So
Yeah. Okay. One thing that I am looking forward to in this episode is the dance scene. I feel like my life depends on it. Like I really need it will change my life once I see it, once it's there. I'm really curious about the music that they're going to use in that scene. Has
well,
they've been very good so far.
yeah, well, it's interesting too
What
because
is that song?
we had two like potential dancing scenes that we wanted to see, like in the last couple of like like these couple of months. So we had this one, and then we had the one from Cooking Crush, and the one from Cooking Crush turned out to be something completely different to what everyone was suspecting. At least with this one, we know it is actually a dance at a wedding, and so it should be really sweet and romantic. And
What do
I
they
love
use that song from the trailer when they dance? I'm gonna die. No.
well, they may use the song from the if they're releasing a song today and it's going to be potentially the theme song that you're talking about, it may be
Hmm.
that song because that would make sense, like to highlight it in the episode. I feel like they usually highlight it in the episode in some way. In Dangerous Romance we had Kang and Salom singing their song in the car. In this one we had what do you call it? Jimmy sing it in the bar for C. So like I feel like it might be highlighted somehow in the episode. But I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out. So I'm scared. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. So let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Part
So I feel like this is another episode, another GMM TV episode where we could play the drinking game of like how many times does one character say the words "my boyfriend?" Because I think Morg says it a bunch of times in the beginning of this episode. Like I think like every second thing out of his mind is literally "my boyfriend." And I feel that might be a trend for the rest of the episode.
I'm just wondering, like, why do they have to make me cry for a night? Because I
know.
always do it.
Seriously, it's really interesting because you know me, like, and the listeners know me. I am not a forgiving person. I'm like, that's it, they're dead to me, and I really do truly feel like he is, or in some way, responsible for what's happened today. Day is just way too angry at him, and he obviously feels guilty too. The fact that they focused on him during that scene where they were talking with the doctor about the fact that his eyesight is getting worse, and then he sort of got the deadline that he got and everything, and just other things that happened in this section still lead me to feel that way. But I'm like, I still feel bad for him, which normally I would be like, you know, I don't know.
Well, because he's trying so hard. He's trying so hard.
He is. It's funny. I literally have written down here. He clearly loves him. He's trying so hard, so I feel bad for him.
And Day is unforgiving.
He is, and I kind of understand, like, especially if Knight was somehow involved. You could understand why he's that way. The other thing that I thought was really interesting, because this had me, like this whole section, besides like watching it and enjoying it and whatever, I had this thought where, you know, he's just so angry, and I thought there's some really interesting metaphors if you think about their names and stuff, and we think about the story of me, where the Last Twilight story, where basically how like when the sun went away, so did she, kind of. It's like he has this issue, like when Night's near, it's like he feels less than himself, which is really interesting. You know, like it's not just potentially, it's almost like I feel like if something happened where Night's somehow involved, depending on what led up to that and everything, it's almost like he's got it in his mind that like Night is happy about being blind, because he can now like step into the light or something.
Maybe they had a conflict. Maybe they had like an argument before the accident happened.
Yeah,
or while it was happening, like maybe, I don't know,
fighting in the car or something.
Mork is going to help them reconcile. Mork is going to help fix or make the relationship better, because he lost his big sister, and it hurts him to see this relationship.
Yeah, it's really interesting too, because Knight clearly likes Mork, and Mork clearly likes Knight as well. Like,
did you see him comforting Mork when they found out that
my goodness, yes, when the doctor gave the 3-month deadline, like basically 3 months, and then you're completely blind. Like, so cheery. But it's like, and the way he said, do all the things you've always wanted to but never done, and I was just like, sorry,
like a bucket list.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh, Mork is gonna make it his life mission to literally give everything to him that he needs or wants. But the little hand, Knight's hand on Mork's shoulder, because he knows that this is such a big deal, not just for all of them, but for Mork too, because he loves his brother.
Mork looked so scared when he heard that. Like, he was the most scared person in the room. The mom was like brokenhearted. Knight as well. Day kind of looked like he maybe saw it coming. When they were talking before they went to the doctor, I think he was expecting this. Yeah. Because it looked like he was resigned. But Mork looked scared.
Yeah. Well, because he, like, it doesn't matter to him, but he knows it matters today.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
He
I
was
feel
scared
like,
of Day's reaction.
yeah, I feel like for Mork, he's not, you know, like, yeah, he might be a bit sad about the fact that maybe Day can't see him anymore. You know what I mean? Like, see how much he cares for him and things like that, like visually. But in terms of like who Day is as a person, it's not a thing for him at all. But yeah, he knows that it's an issue for Day, so he doesn't want Day to, you know, suffer or be sad or, you know, angry or any of these things. And I feel like out of all of them, Day has actually taken more steps towards acceptance than any of them.
Yes.
Whereas
Yes, because this is what held him back. I think the idea that he'd get his side back, but once he started adapting to this new like condition, he had to kind of accept that he might never go back.
Yeah.
And
well, I feel like Mork has helped him with that, and I feel like it's interesting what he says when they're talking about going to the wedding, because obviously he's been invited to P. Aeon and his fiance's wedding, which is I can't remember the name of the place. They have to travel to get there. Like, his thing is, you know, it's so hard for me to, you know, like, before I could never do anything really, which was an interesting statement, because we're once again seeing this, like, this picture that he's painted kind of haphazardly before for Mork, where he's basically said, I had no life except for badminton. Purely, I think, not only like previously he indicated it was that way because he was a spoiled rich boy and he was like rude to everybody, but now we're getting this implication that the mother has been very controlling like the entire time, even before he was blind, and now that he's going blind she's even worse. I mean, and we see that pretty much when he wants to go and she's like, no, you know, you need to wait for me, and he's like, if I wait for you I won't be able to see anything. Like,
maybe it's not that she was controlling, that she was controlling while she was trying to be supportive. I think she was trying, and she's one of those people who's like all in when she's trying to do her thing. And so I think she expects everyone else in her family to be a perfectionist just like her, and Day kind of did that. Day was all in like regarding badminton, regarding his sport. And Knight, what's Knight thing? Does Knight do? It looks like nothing, and this makes him the loser in the family. He did not get a car, and she was encouraging Day because he was like the star child in the family. He was like her, right? And
well, I mean, the car could have even been like a prize for playing.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
because often there's a money or a, you know, sometimes depending on like who the sponsor is for the match.
Oh no,
maybe it's a car.
they said his mom bought him the car.
Oh, did she?
I
Did he?
remember he mentioned it. Yeah, he mentioned it.
Well, obviously, probably because he
Well,
achieved some
when they
goal
were
she had for him.
arguing with Knight in episode 1, he said, "Mom bought this car for me."
Yeah. Well, once again, it was probably a reward for doing what she wanted. I do feel she's quite controlling, but I mean,
for being, dedicated, like 100% dedicated to, his thing. Like, this
the
is
thing is
why.
though, like, she acts like he's a child, which is really frustrating. I feel like as a viewer, but also especially for Day, it's really frustrating because even more so now than anything, she's treating him like a child, which he's clearly not. And I get it. She's scared because of his, you know, like his declining eyesight and everything. But he literally has a fucking carer who, you know, has the ability to, you know, go with him, take care of him, like whatever. So it's interesting that she's like, no, you know, Knight has to be the one that takes him. We're clearly, that's a bad idea because they do not get along. They're whenever they're together, there's a volatile thing. Usually ends with like Day getting hurt or like lost, or like it's such bad parenting. Like,
feel
she
like this
doesn't
is
know
kind of
her
like
own children.
there's kind of an implication that she will not be happy when she hears that they are a couple.
Oh, of course she
She
won't.
will not.
No.
She will not like this. She doesn't want the relationship to go further. She doesn't want to put more trust, to rely more on Mok.
Yeah. If she
And
could get rid of him, she would. But she doesn't
yes,
have an alternative. So
yes.
she can't essentially get rid of him. But yeah, so we had this whole bit with the doctor where he gave the 3 month deadline, which is hilarious because remember you said, I don't want a countdown. Well, you're getting
No, but
one.
it's fine because they kind of called themselves out. I cannot give you exact time, and then
Yeah.
3 months.
Based on other similar
180 days,
cases.
6 hours and 3 minutes.
I was sitting there the whole time going, please don't say like eye transplant again because I'm going to die if you do. So I'm so glad they never mentioned it. I almost feel
You
it was
know, but
interesting.
Mark keeps repeating, "My boyfriend will be fine. You with me. You can rely on me." And it's making me anxious because what if someone gets him angry? And I trust him, but at the same time he has issues, so I'm anxious
I feel like
because he
he's not
keeps
going to
saying
be there
this.
for some reason, and I'm hoping it's not because of that. I'm hoping it's because of something the mother does. Like I'm hoping maybe she'll find out about them. This sounds really weird that I'm hoping for this, but I would rather this
No, I
than
understand.
Mork does something and gets into trouble. So I want her to be pissed, find out they're dating, and basically fire him and try and get rid of him. And he's not there when Day needs him, and it's not his fault. But I feel like that's potentially going to be a thing. So I'm hoping it pans out that way versus he gets angry and ends up in jail or something.
If something happens and his anger or temper is the reason why he's not there, he's going to blame himself and it's going to be bad. And
Yeah,
if the mom will have a good argument, like she'll be like, "You did this instead of taking care of Day." And
it'll be like history repeating itself.
yeah, there will be nothing he can say back to that because
Yeah, but
it
I
will
feel
be
like
him.
yeah, I feel more than that. Like if something were to happen to Day or Day to get scared because he's depending on him being there. But I also took that, like, especially I'm jumping ahead, but the bit where they're in the van, which we'll get to, like we'll get to the traveling to where they get to the van, but the bit where they're in the van and he says he was scared while he was waiting for Mork to come because, like, what if the driver had left without him and he'd been on there on his own? And he said,
Mhm,
you don't have to worry, like, you have me. I took that
mhm,
more as like a pledge. Like it wouldn't have mattered, like if that van had taken off without him, like Mork would have got to where they were going and been there waiting. Like I
mhm.
just feel like that is his intention behind his
Yeah.
words. So anyway, so we had the as I said, the 3 month deadline, and I've never been so happy not to have the word eye transplant bandied about again. But I also thought it was very interesting that when Day asked the doctor, was there anything that he should be doing or could be
Me
doing, or like
too.
any
Yes. It's a
that
very
they
proactive thinking because he was ready to hear that. He was ready
yeah
and he was okay, what do I do from now on? Like, what do
yeah.
I do now? What's the
But the
plan?
fact that the eye transplant, the cornea transplant wasn't mentioned again, to me
Hmm.
makes me think that his eyes have gone too far now, and so it's not a valid option. They didn't mention it, but
Hmm.
I think it's probably safe to say that that is not something that's gonna, like, you know, in the last episode, oh, let's give him some new eyes because apparently we can transplant eyes.
We keep saying how there are things that can happen that will leave us unsatisfied or something like this. But I feel like they can wiggle. I feel like they can, like, even if they made some weird decisions that at some point we thought would be not the best ones. As for example, with Project getting with Night, I was like, but they were so cute last episode.
Yeah,
I was
I
so
know. I was gonna say I thought they were really cute as well.
yes,
I
but
think this show,
the only
yeah,
thing that I will not get behind on is Jay getting his eyesight back. Like,
yeah,
that cannot happen.
yeah. They have been very good though at um making you comfortable with things you thought you wouldn't be comfortable. I mean, I'm sure people were okay with August towards the end. I'm not, but I'm still like, bye bye August. Okay, um, but yeah. So I just. that whole first scene with the doctor was really kind of like I found very interesting for multiple different reasons. You know, the fact that Day was kind of so pragmatic about the whole thing, while the rest of them were really kind of emotional. As you said, Mork being really scared, because there would be this idea not only about being worried about Day because he knows it bothers Day, but also like about not being enough maybe as well.
Yeah.
You know, he's unskilled, he's untried at this point. He's everything he knows he's learning as he goes along, and you know,
The
so
mother crying.
yeah, the mother crying, yeah. But I
Because she
loved
hasn't accepted. She's the one she's the only one who hasn't accepted the fact
no,
that
she's not. But yeah, at the same time, as I said, she's slid into this motion, and I feel like maybe she probably did it as well when he was like a star athlete. This thing where she treats him like a kid, because before it would have been about, you know, it's like
the food.
I really do think she's controlling, like this whole thing about, you know, when Mork first went there, and she was like, oh, he only eats food that I've made him and blah blah blah, and I'm like, I feel like she probably controlled his diet when he was an athlete and did all these things because like she could. And so
I don't think it was necessarily that she was not letting him eat something else, but he went along with it. But I
he
think
did,
it's
because I think it was that was his life. But now
yeah.
he's realized that he let himself be sheltered in a way that is like detrimental to him now, because he hasn't seen or experienced all the things he wants to see and experience. So
And he can't afford staying like that anymore.
no,
I
that's
was,
right.
as the episode kept going, I was like, is Mork going to just run away with Day, and that's going to get him in trouble with the mother? And I kept expecting it to happen, and then they went with Night, and I was like, Night, are you going to just let them go at some point? But I did not expect it to end the way it ended, though.
Well, it's funny because of course we had, you know, as I said, I we had this whole bit at the beginning with the doctor, and then we had, you know, Day having that conversation with his mother where she very much dismissed him a bunch of times, like she was not listening to him.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And him saying, "My site can't wait for a schedule to be available," right?
that's right, yeah. And
But
then
oh my God, how can she? I
be so
mean, that
blind,
was
pardon the pun.
yeah. I mean, please wait for me. I mean, come on. Like she did not even suggest Night to go or something. Like
Yeah, he can't be
Night
on
had
his
tried.
schedule. He can't be on his schedule anymore. Like he just doesn't have time for that. And you know, like she was in the same room when the doctor said, you know, like do all the things you've always wanted to. Like
Yeah,
she should be
yeah. Well,
encouraging him
yes,
to try things and see things, and you know,
she
especially because
can't. She can't
it's
accept
not
it.
like yeah, it's not like they were given a really broad spectrum like time frame. The doctor was pretty firm with the whole 3 months thing. I mean, that's not a lot of time. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. So anyway, so he had the conversation with his mother, which like depressed him, and then we had
More.
this cute little scene in the bedroom where he's basically was telling Mork how his mom said he couldn't go, and Mork being like, you know, oh, I'll work it out, like
Oh yes.
take care of it, you know, I'll talk to her.
He
You
wanted.
should, yeah,
He wanted a boldness reward and kissed
yeah.
his chick. Then
He
Day
kissed
being
his
like, "You are the most dangerous thing," and then he says it and he smiles.
yeah, the
It's so
smirk after he
good.
said you're the most dangerous thing. I'm like, dude, all he did was kiss your cheek, really?
Dangerous, dangerous for his heart.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh my god, how cute are they, right? And so we had Night basically say Day can now go, but he has to go with Night.
They
Day's like, fuck that, I'm not
not.
going then.
Yep.
Like
But Mork trying to get them to talk, ask him Day to help, to thank him, and
yeah,
the way he kept watching them, and he was getting so like he was so not uncomfortable, but how do you say it? He was so concerned, like he was.
yeah. Well, he doesn't know.
I don't
Like
know.
he's like has no information in regards to why there's such like animosity, because it doesn't make sense to him. Like Day seems really nice. sorry, not Day.
And
He can see how much Night cares about Day, so it doesn't make sense.
And no one wants to talk about it. No one wants to talk about it. And Night, he asked Night, and Night didn't want to tell him. And then Day, when he stopped, when he said, "Do you know why I have to sit in the front
did you think they
seat?"
were
I
going to
thought he was
reveal
going to say, yeah, I thought so. I thought he was going to say something.
Yeah, me too. I thought we were going
He
to
didn't,
finally find out what really happened. And then he was just like, it's because I'm blind. I was like, damn it!
Is Night, like, there are two options, but I feel like we need both. Day telling Mork, but it's going to be quite weird, and also Night telling Pujai, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe we find out this way.
Yeah, or maybe Night will tell Pujay and Pujay will tell Day. I mean, tell Mork.
Yeah.
So
We're going to get a flashback for sure. I saw some screenshots, or like they filmed some scenes where Night was involved, and we haven't seen them yet.
Yeah. Well,
I feel like this must be the story.
Yeah, I'm really curious. I'm like, as I said, I'm most curious out of everything that's gonna happen in the future. I'm most curious about like what happened in the past, which is so weird.
And then the couple keychains that he bought.
The keychains, like Mork is so thoughtful. Like okay, so first off, besides being like totally couple and cute, coupley and cute and everything, they're so tactile and distinct. So he's so practical, and he's so clever when he's thinking about like Day's needs, like this idea of like, oh, couple keychains, and it was cute. Like you could tell Day thought it was cute even before he said like what their function was. He's like, I'll put them on our bags and then you'll know which one's which is like, I mean, who thinks of that? Like how this boy, he's like going away and just like, now how can I make his life easier? Like it's just, he's so in love. It's so friggin' cute.
Mork the carer, Mork the mediator, Mork the lover, like.
Yeah. And I love
Who wrote this? Who wrote this character?
I know, right? And I love how Day was like, something about like who thought such a bad boy or whatever like would be so sweet or be so cute or whatever he said. And the cute little like face rub that Mork does today. Like, I'm sorry, I know people like go nuts for kisses and everything, but that was like everything.
It was.
I'm so going back and watching that little like 5-second clip later on because I'm just like, oh, it was so cute. Oh my god, it gave me like goosebumps.
And then they interact with Night, and they start basically fighting, and Day goes to the bathroom.
Oh, it was before the bathroom. Can we just talk about the way Night speaks to him here? Like, I get it. Night's trying to be helpful. He's trying to be whatever, but he's so wrong. Like, the way he says to him, the handicapped bathroom is on the right. Like, why? Why are you sending him to the handicapped bathroom? Okay, he can't see. But he can't see whether it's a handicapped bathroom or a regular bathroom. All he needs is a fucking toilet. Like, just explain to him where the toilet is. Like, he doesn't need a bathroom that can fit a wheelchair in it. He doesn't have a wheelchair. He's
so triggering. He's so triggering for Day.
Oh my god. As soon as he said
he pushes all the buttons. He manages to push all the buttons.
Yeah, it's like one of those people where, like, it doesn't matter what they do, they can do no right. But, like, literally, he's, like, fucking off, like, majorly. Like, even when he says the handicapped toilet or whatever, handicapped bathroom or whatever, like, even Mork looked at him like, what the fuck? Like, he's like, why? Like, why? Like, seriously, why? Like, he's just staring at Night. Like, he's like he does when he's watching Day. Like, he's so, like, invested to try and work out, like, why is your brain working this way? Like, what is going on inside your head? Because it is the most triggering thing for Day. It sets him right off. And it's like, it was so unnecessary. Like, I know he's trying, like, I know it's coming from a good, he's thinking, how can I be helpful? But it's just like, no, just no. Like, and he didn't really need to do that either anyway, because Mork is there. Mork would have, like, assisted Day. He didn't.
Just get behind Mork. Just don't talk.
Yeah, don't talk. Just like if you
do what he does.
just be quiet and just sit there, and eventually maybe Day will get used to you being there and like maybe talk to you. But it's just like as soon as I was triggered when he said handicap bathroom, because I'm like,
Yeah.
why? He does not need a handicap bathroom. Like,
Yeah,
hang
this
on
is
a
what he
second.
looked. He looked like he was like a jerk in the first episode. This is why he's just. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, it's like he says stuff without thinking,
Yeah.
which is funny because Mork is the one who says stuff without thinking. But somehow it comes out right. But with Night, it feels like it goes through an anxiety and some like weird filter that makes it all wrong.
Well, it's like
It deserted Day.
if we'd had this scene where Mork had been given the instruction, I feel like Mork would have said something like, okay, so the toilets or whatever are straight ahead. If you want to if you want to be private and you don't want to go in where everyone else is, the handicap one is on the right. Do you know what I mean? Like, so he's not said to him, you should go here because clearly you're
He's
handicapped.
not deciding for Day. He doesn't decide for Day.
He might be like, if you don't want to go in there where there's other people because he knows he's like bumped into people before or like whatever. Like he would have given him all of the information, not just said to him, you should go here because you're handicapped.
Navigate. He's helping Gay.
You just say he's helping Gay. Put it on a t-shirt.
Not again. Okay. He's helping Day navigate the world. Okay. Okay. So he's helping Day navigate the world, but Night and his mother as well. It's like they're trying to decide for him. Yes. Not giving him options.
And this is the thing.
It's like especially when something like this happens, when someone decides for you, of course you feel like how part of your life is missing, like you're in a cage, like this.
Yeah.
Nothing that you can do. Everything is you depend on other people to decide like how your life should be. Or
I think this is the thing too. So both his mother and Knight have taken no steps whatsoever to learn anything about his situation. The mother, I feel, is because one, she's busy, and two, because she hasn't, as you said, she hasn't accepted it. So she doesn't need to plan for it, right? The only person who is learning and trying to better themselves in regards to this new, like as you said, world that Day now needs to navigate is Mork. So like Mork says the right things. He helps him to do these things. It's very freeing. He makes him feel safe and independent. Whereas the other two, they're making decisions for him because they think he can't do it himself. It's funny. It commonly happens with people who have some sort of impairment or disability in some way. Like it's like when people are blind and then I don't know. Have you ever seen someone like yelling at a blind person? Like they raise their voice. Have you ever? I've seen it a bunch of times. There was this lady that I used to go, and like when people would assist her, like shop clerks or whatever would like help her, they would talk really loudly and really slowly, like she was stupid. Like I literally can't see you, but I can hear fine. Like, and then we walk. I remember it's really funny. I remember walking out the store, and she said to me, "I could hear fine." She goes, "I knew exactly where she was because she was so freaking loud." She said, "I could have hit her easy." Because this lady was being obnoxious. But yeah, it's like and so the way he speaks to him here, it's like he's like considering him a wholly disabled, this is his only option. And it's so silly to me because a handicap bathroom in general is for somebody who needs wheelchair access or like a walker or something like that. They need the extra space to navigate around. He doesn't need that. He just needs to know where to go, essentially. So I can understand why he was so friggin' triggered, because it's like basically now everybody's just going to assume that he can't do anything. He has to go, like he has no choices.
He can't do anything. Like he suddenly can't understand anything. Like suddenly he has no autonomy. Yeah.
And so, but he's as I said, he's so angry at Night, and it's just and then so of course then
he gets upset and he wants to go home. He doesn't want anything anymore. And Mork, and then we cut to Day being in that what is that?
like what would you call it? Like a shuttle bus or something? You know, like a travel
Travel bus.
yeah,
Okay, so
travel
in that
bus.
bus,
Yeah.
waiting for Mork, and then Mork appears with the bags, and he makes Day think that he sneaked
Well,
the
no, I
bags
think he
out
did.
without
I
Day.
think he did sneak them out because he's surprised when Day like messages him.
He is surprised, right, to
Yeah,
find
so
the money.
I think he snuck them out. Like I think he thought he snuck them out.
Was
So
Knight expecting them to ditch him?
I don't know. I just feel like he accepted it because he understood that this was the only way that it was going to happen. So this is
That's why I was expecting him to let them go, like to drive away from the house and then let them go. But at the same time, Day feels better now because he feels like they ditched Knight, and he would feel if Knight was involved in their like escape, he'd feel less satisfied somehow.
Yeah.
Because
I feel like it's a couple of things. I feel like potentially like Knight might have had that option in his mind that maybe he would need to let them go on their own, but I feel like he wanted to try and take advantage of the situation to he's trying to mend whatever's broken between them. Like he's really trying very, very hard, and the fact that he like lets them go, because as you said, like Day's basically like he's frustrated, he's upset, he's he feels bad about himself because of the way like Knight talks to him, and so he doesn't want to go anymore. It's like it's not fun anymore. It's not, he doesn't feel capable. Like it's almost like the whole like go to the handicapped toilet thing like destroyed a little bit of his confidence, and he's
because it was like that. No one believed in him for a year. That's why he was in bed. No one was expecting anything from him.
Yeah.
Like no one was expecting him to learn and do things and to live his life. And suddenly Mark was there and helping him, believing that giving him confidence.
I feel like that's as well
and
why
so,
he's halfway accepted it, because it's not as scary. Like it's still scary, and he doesn't want it. Of course, he doesn't want it. But like, Mork has made it like apparent to him that he can still do a lot of things. He can still learn new things. It's still fun. He can fall in love. He can,
he also made him feel brave. He made him feel brave.
Yeah. So he wants to go. He wants to go home, and then basically Mork turns around and sees that like shuttle bus van that basically says is going from wherever they are to the location they need to go to. So he has this like light bulb moment. It's really cute. You see it like happen where he's like, we could go on that. And so as you said, then we see Day on the bus waiting for him. He comes in and he essentially thinks he's snuck away with their bags. He's like, he says it was really hard to get away from Night, and Day's like and Mork says something like, I'm gonna check in our bags to see if there's anything we might need to buy when we get there. And what he finds in there is like a fist, like a big wad of cash essentially, and then he gets a text message from Night which says, that's all the money I had on me, or something like that. Answer your phone. If I call, I'll only call if it's an emergency, or something like that. So in other words, he's basically saying like, go take him to the wedding, have a good time, but like if I have to, I'll call you. So obviously he's going to pretend to be with them for the mother's sake. As far as she's going to be concerned, the three of them are together.
I hope he doesn't call. Let him not call.
You're like, I need to see the dance. I need to see the uninterrupted dance.
Oh my god, what if it gets interrupted? Oh no. Okay, it won't. Okay, it won't.
It won't. I don't think so. I feel like it'll be later on or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's go and watch part 2 because I really want to.
Let's go.
Okay, bye. Part 2.
Now, what do I do with these feelings that I'm having, Zoe? What do I do?
I don't know. I have very little notes for this part. They're basically just a bunch of rambling stuff. It's like the entire beach scene. So many feelings. It's so well written. It's so well acted. The kiss on the beach. Day touching Mork's face to see if he's smiling. The hands, Morella, the hands.
The thumb on the lips.
Yeah, I was encapsulating that with hands, but yeah, we can break it down and say
I feel like
fingers
it's
and
really
thumbs. Like, I'm just like, oh, and just like when they first get there, like Mork being so happy to see Day being happy is, it's so heartbreaking, but also like the most amazing thing ever. I'm just like, how and why are they doing this to us? But I need to say firstly that the scenery in the beginning of this part is amazing. Like, I've never wanted to go to Thailand more. It looks so freaking beautiful when they're driving over that bridge thing. I'm just like, oh, why can't I be there right now?
So it starts with Day sleeping on Mark's shoulder, and the bus broke down, and they're stuck. And then they decide to take another transportation method, which I don't know the name of.
Yeah, I feel like
It's
I know the name, but I just can't think what it's called.
well, it's a thing. and and they're driving in it, and Day asks Mark about his father, and Mark doesn't remember. And I guess Day is from Songkla, like it's his hometown. This is what's implied, right?
It's sort of implied, yeah, because he says that he doesn't remember his father either. His parents got split when he was 5 years old or something, and his mum moved him to Bangkok. And Mork is absolutely delighted by that, by like saying, "Are you a country boy? Like, where are you
Country
from?"
boy.
And we don't get that answer.
We don't get the answer. And
Yeah,
then they at the beach, and the song starts playing, the song from the trailer,
mm.
but with no lyrics yet. It kind of faded away. So I think we're going to hear it again. And they're enjoying the ocean, the beach.
Oh,
The,
them playing in the water, so cute.
have you noticed the writing on Day's shoulder? I mean, on Day's t-shirt, "A journey out of the city."
Oh no, I didn't. I was not even paying attention. You know what? I totally read it while they were sitting down, but it just didn't like register what it said.
Um,
But yeah.
Day says it's weird to like be not see the ocean, and Mark puts his hand over Day's
Yeah,
hand and
be in the ocean and not be able to see it. Yeah.
offers support and comfort. And he's like, "It's difficult for you, isn't it?" And it's not as difficult as it was in the beginning
Yeah,
for
that's what
Day.
Day says. And which is what we've been talking about. Like pretty much since
Yeah.
Moore came along, and I guess like pardon the pun again, kind of I guess opened his eyes to the reality of the situation and made him, you know, yeah, I know I keep using eye puns. I know it's wrong. I feel I probably need therapy of some kind, but it keeps popping into my head. But anyway, um
This
so
has this little monologue where he's like, "The sand is still the sand, the sky is still the sky. Basically, the world is the same. It's the same world."
yeah.
And then the line from the trailer, "For something you don't need eyes to look," and Mark responds, "You'll be able to feel it by heart." Just like my feelings now. Okay, he said it in a normal way. It's just me being a weirdo, but oh my God.
Yeah, it wasn't quite as dramatic as that retelling. But yeah, I
It
must
was
admit, I pretty much had the exact same reaction. I was like, yeah. And then the way that like Day
oh,
rolls over and kind of looks at him, and he's like, "You're smiling now, right?" And then just had to touch him, and I was just like, "Oh, hands."
looking forward to seeing gifs of this moment on Tumblr. Like, I'm going to stare. I'm just, it's so beautiful. Like
And the kiss was
he
just
wants no,
like,
he wants first. He wants to feel his smile, and
yeah.
smiles for him, and then Mork moves his hand, so
Well,
like
do you
kind
know?
of.
Hang on. Do you know what was really before that? Do you know what's really interesting is because he was when he was talking about his feelings, he was smiling, but then
Was
when
my
Dee kind of rolls over and like starts touching his face, like he's a little bit like he kind of I feel like surprised Mark a little bit because it's kind of bold, you know what he's doing, and the smile isn't quite as big, but then he sort of like grins, so his smile is really big for a second, which makes Day laugh. And then we get Mork touching Day's hand and sort of direct, like moving it so he can feel his
over
lips and
his
touches.
lips.
Yeah,
Yes.
the
Oh
thumb,
my
the thumb on
God,
the
this
lips.
is so much. Oh.
And yeah, it's just
This is so natural though. It feels so natural.
yeah, it was very well
Very
done.
natural.
I'm just like, oh, and the kiss was just really sweet and just
So yeah, expressing their feelings, the tenderness, the love is there, like everything.
mm,
I'm drowning in feels, Zoe.
you know, there's like nothing lacking from that moment. Like for us, but
Uh,
also for them as well, like which I feel like is really important. So
but now
okay.
we got this in the middle of the episode. What is going to the punch, like the the highlight that just always happens at the end. I'm
Well,
scared.
this is the thing, because if we go back to the first part, like when he basically put Day in the van and like snuck off with the bags, because that's what we were sort of told at that point, I'm thinking he's gonna get fired for this. Like that was my first thought, is
Yeah.
he's gonna lose his job. And then obviously
Hmm.
Knight is complicit because he's like letting them go, but if the mother finds out,
But okay, if she finds out and they're okay, it's one thing. But if something happens and she finds out, like that's just something completely different,
yeah.
you know?
Oh, okay. I'm like
Okay, just let's just enjoy the fluffy stuff as it lasts and just
I'm
I
like
want to see the dance. Do you think we're going to get the dance in this part? In the third
I don't
part?
know. It's like 14 minutes, maybe. I don't know. Let's watch it. Let's watch it.
Part 3.
Ah,
Well, look at them fucking with my anxiety. Ha
I know,
ha ha.
right?
Is it funny? Isn't
I
it
was so
fun?
triggered. I was so triggered in this part. It was so stressful. Like it was so cute, but it was also so like triggering and so stressful. I was like, wait, what? No, this would never happen. Anyway, okay. So to recap, so we had them arrive at the beach and um Mork is like, sorry?
There's a party there.
That's right, yeah. And Mork just like describes that today essentially, and then says, "Let's go and check in." And Day's like, "Yeah, maybe let's not. Let's have some fun instead." And I love the way how Mork's like, "Oh, you ordered fun.
I
I'm gonna
deliver.
serve it up to you." Like, oh my goodness, I loved it. And I just love this scene so much. Like them playing, you know, painting of the clothes with like the day glow like painting. Seriously, the bit where Mork had Day put his hand over his heart and he acted like he'd been wounded.
Yeah. Cute, cute, cute,
Yeah,
cute.
and it was just like,
Having fun.
yeah,
Having
just
fun.
having so much fun. Like Day looks so alive, and like no one knows him, no one knows his history, no one knows anything. They're just partying and having
And
fun, and it was,
Mark always has his hands around Day.
oh my god, yes. I was like, yeah, I was like, not Mork being arms around the boyfriend. He's like, this one is mine, but like it wasn't in a jealous weird way. It was more like, I don't want to let you go because I love holding you so much.
This, but also, letting Day know that he's there, like always being there.
Yeah, being safe and feeling secure, and yeah, just I love this so much.
It was really cute, yeah.
It
And
was.
then they wake up on the beach.
I know, right? And it's so funny because, like, on one hand, like, this would definitely be a first for Day. Like, this would have been an adventure. And Mork is
Mhm.
horrified. Like, he's like, oh my
Yes.
God, like, anything
What
could
have
have
I done
happened.
to him? What have I done to the good boy?
Yeah, he's like, anything could have happened to us. We're lucky our bodies didn't get stolen, I believe is what he said. And then,
Bodies.
yeah. And then,
Bodies.
Day freaks out because he can't find the book.
I was like, are you serious? No, when he like threw Mork's hand away, I was like,
See, I
this like,
wasn't, when this bit was happening, I had this theory forming in my mind where like they were gonna have to call Knight, and like maybe it was in the back of the car, and Knight was gonna have to show up after all and be there. Because he had to bring the book. Like I had this like theory like unfolding in my brain, and then like Day's like, nah, I had it all along.
because he never acted like this with Mork. Never.
No,
He
like
never
he's so
acted like that.
flirty and playful and just like silly.
Yes, and even when something upsets him, he's very soft with Mork, and suddenly he was like that. I was like, no, there's no way, there's no way. But Mork got scared.
Oh
He
yeah, he
freaked
was
out.
freaky. Well, because he knows how important it is to him, and then yeah, so he was not happy when Day did this to him. Basically,
He
Day's like, "Come
wanted the
on."
revenge. He wanted
Yeah,
revenge.
and it was so funny
Oh,
because this bit was so triggering for me because they basically had him be like, "Fine, you be like that. You think you're so clever? Find the wedding yourself and
mhm,
leave."
mhm, mhm.
And I'm just like, my whole body is screaming, going, "He would never, like, he would never,
Oh well,
ever,
no. Here,
ever."
I was already sure. I was sure he was just messing with him.
I was
Like,
like,
no, no, no.
he would never. And I'm just saying, when Day got up and was like calling for him and like trying to find him, like walking towards him, I think any second now he's gonna walk straight into him. And then the tree came, and I was like, okay. But no, we just had basically Mork like teasing him, pretending to be different people.
When he pretended to the different people, I was like, this is what he was going to do. I was like expecting it. I was like, oh my god, this is so.
And it's like, and on one hand, I'm watching this and I'm thinking people are gonna maybe have an issue with this, but in actual fact, I feel like it was kind of funny, and also it shows you once again, and it showed Day, and I feel like we got the scene almost immediately after this, and Day is just sitting on the bench like smiling, like
Mhm.
he Mork treated him just like any other boyfriend. You know, you're gonna
Yeah.
mess with me, I'm gonna mess with you back. Like he would never like leave him, but he teased the fuck out of him, basically just like what Day did.
Yes.
And I feel
And
like that was such a big thing.
Day was trying to show a "fuck you" gesture to Morgan.
Oh
And
yeah,
then he tried
he's
to
up
kind of like,
yours.
no,
The
no,
thing,
I don't
yeah,
want this. And then he transformed the gesture into like the love gesture. It's like, I
yeah,
want this.
yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, I don't want that. I
Oh,
want this. Yeah, it was really cute. And it's so
oh
funny because Day, like watching Day as well, trying to like pretend like he's still mad, but he's like, yeah.
my god.
Like the teasing, like, and then the teasing
He's
just
like, yeah, I
continued.
deserved it, I guess.
Yeah, and the teasing just continued even as well when they were sitting on the bench. Like as I said, when Day was sitting on the bench, he was like happy, and then Mork came along and bought the drink, and so of course we had the product placement section of the episode, and but it was weaved into the episode really really well. And once again, Mork is teasing Day and like making him earn it. I feel like it was
Yes.
just a good excuse for like Mork to like enjoy Day having his hands all over him for a second. Um, but he like Mork always gives in and gives him what he wants. Like he could have just kept playing with him, but instead he was just like made it super easy for him. Um, and then
Did you notice that Day's kitchen had is it called a shuttle?
his keyring. I never noticed. I was trying to work out what it was. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, that's what it was.
yeah. I think they called it shuttlecock.
Pretty, right?
Shuttlecock. I think is what they call. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's really cute. So I wonder what Mork's is then.
Nice. I don't remember books,
Yeah.
but I remember noticing days. Yeah,
Oh, that's
and then
super
they
cute.
need to take again another way of transport that I don't know the name of. Zoe, help.
Yeah. I don't know. It was basically just a scooter with some weird like side seat thing like welded to it. Like it was very unsafe looking transportation because Mork took one look at it and went, I don't know about this Day. And Day's like, I can do this. This is awesome. He's getting all like what's this 3 different rides that he's had now that he never would have experienced before in his
Sleeping on a
adventures.
fucking beach. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is like a whole like a big adventure
Yeah,
for
he would
both of
definitely
them.
be ticking like bucket list stuff off on here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so,
And then they're riding and they're touching, like Mork's hand
oh
is on Dave's
my god,
shoulder and Dave's hand on like Mork's tie and like caressing and
caressing
everything. And
his
it's like,
knee, and I'm just like, once again, I've written in all caps, hands, hands. I'm like this bit and the bit on the beach earlier, and I'm just like, this whole episode is a winner for me.
and another bit on the beach. And they change clothes and they both so pretty and they like
Oh my
come
god,
out
their
with a slow
outfits.
motion. Like, oh my God.
Their outfits, like they look so cute. Like Day looks so dapper, and Morg just looks like it's so
They
cute. Like he's trying so hard, but he still kind of looks like him. Do you know what I mean? Like I really like that.
they look dashing, both of
Yeah.
them. And like Morg has to remind Day that he's a handsome man, and Day
Yeah, he
thinks
says,
Morg
I need
must
to
look
remind
gorgeous
you of
today
how
as well.
how handsome a man you are. Yeah. I love how Day says that he knows that I know that you must look gorgeous. Like seriously.
And then Day has feelings, and he takes. Morg has feelings, and he takes Day's hand and says, "I will never let go of your hand, I promise." There's the line with "until the last light goes out." They don't say it in the trailer. They made it look like he says it here, right? He doesn't say it here.
No, they're on a cliff, I think, when he says it.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, okay, but then Day is like, even if you want to, I'll let you go. And I'm like, go, Day, yes, Day, yes.
But it's so
yes.
funny because like I'm watching this and like the bit where Morg is like holding his hand and promising to never let go of his hand. I'm like, oh, the foreshadowing is so strong.
So much, yes.
I'm like, wait, the pain is already coming and nothing's even happened yet. And then when Day all sassy is like, even if you wanted to, I'm not letting you go. It's like, yes, you go.
Another
Day.
foreshadowing.
Yeah, and I feel like it's what we were suggesting, that he's going to have to go after him. He's going to go looking for him.
Maybe go to that bridge or something. That could be cool. That would be cool. That would be really cool.
And it's just the bit where
that makes Morg so happy. I just love that expression on both their faces. Like they're so cute. They're so cute. I cannot do a critical reaction. I'm just melting here. Zoe.
I'm like, you've lost all objectivity. You're just like, it's adorable. Yeah, I'm the same. I was like triggered. Then I was just like, and then I was just like, hands. The hands.
No, but the fuck you just transformed into lava. Just that scene. Oh my god, I need to go rewatch it. It was hilarious.
Yeah, but this episode is definitely it's one of those episodes where it's like a lot is actually like not much is happening, but a lot is actually happening. Like there's all these boxes being ticked for Day and also for Morg too, and there's all these boxes being ticked for us, as viewers, when we go back to the scene where they're in the, I want to say tuk-tuk, but maybe tuk-tuk's the one on the back of a motorcycle. I don't know. The weird little bus thing that was open air. And sorry if that's offensive by me saying weird little bus thing, because I don't know what else to call it. Colourful. It's colourful. It's a colourful bus type situation. And my backtrack on that.
I just, go on. Yeah. I have nothing intelligent to add here.
Like, I get really frustrated when people try and be too like politically correct, and then I find myself like censoring myself all the time, and I'm just like, I need to stop doing that because it's not how my brain works. Like I'm not trying to be, offensive to anybody.
So you are having a thought there. You're like,
I was, and then the thought just went. Yeah, okay. So back to the thought, which was when they were on that little bus, colourful thing. We got this scene that you have been wanting for a while, which is Day trying to learn more about Morg.
Yes.
Because that question about his father was like completely out of left court. Like there was no lead up to it. It was just like a random like, oh, so like what about your dad? Like
I think he was thinking about his dad. That's why he asked specifically about Morg's dad and not like.
Well, if the place that they're going to is where he's from, and also that could be part of the mother's hesitation to have him go there without her as well. Yeah. This fear of him like maybe running into the father, which let's face it, that could be an interesting turn of events.
But if so many years passed, would he even recognize the?
Well, I guess it depends on whether or not he's followed, like his development and stuff. So
career.
Yeah. But yeah, so this idea that he's suddenly taking this interest, like he's looking beyond himself and wanting to know like more about this person that he's, essentially building memories with, and if holding hands forever is a life, so I really liked that. So we've had all these little bits and pieces as we've gone along, and now we're up to part 4. And I'm like, and you haven't had your dance yet, so that's happening now.
The fact that he says, "I will never let go of your hand, I promise," in kind of like the middle of the episode, and also not in the last episode, but in the middle of episode 8, it's just, I mean, we know something is going to happen, but it's just so much foreshadowing. I'm like,
I feel like,
and we're like getting
though?
anxious, and then they just fuck with us with scenes like them waking up on the beach and being all,
yeah,
where's the
bag?
Like,
is episode 8 too early, isn't it? Like, I feel like we're gonna get episode 8 and 9 of them being like happy, maybe, and then it's gonna go to hell in a handbasket. I don't know.
It depends. I don't know, because we kind of have something happening in almost every episode. There's something that, although we already did have Day's confrontation with Night. But I'm expecting something to happen, because how is this episode going to end? I don't know.
There's been lots of
if we have like a happy ending to this episode, I'll be so happy, and it'll be like a Christmas holidays gift. Because that'd be so cruel of them to leave us all crying.
Well, I'm just thinking like so I'm gonna bring up Dangerous Romance for a second, but like Dangerous Romance, where was the episode 9 was when they were away in the hotel, and then
yes,
they slept together, and then episode 10's where they go back and it all goes to hell.
yes.
So I'm feeling like episode 10 is going to be the one we need to worry about, but yeah, I guess we have to wait and see what happens. Should we watch part 4? I'm like eager to watch part 4.
Yes, let's go. Part 4. So, would you look at that? Daddy issues at the end of episode 8. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Yes, who might have suggested such a thing?
No, but remember Dangerous Romance? Huh? And also not them implying sex in episode 9.
Seriously, I'm just like my notes literally say, not Day telling Mork there's something else he wants to try for the first time. I'm like, seriously, I blushed so hard watching that. I suddenly found myself turning into a Victorian lady. Someone flashed an ankle and I got all lightheaded.
No, but but back to the dad. Like, why are you here, random dad? Like, no one needs you. Like, why is he here?
It's funny too, because like we
there's
not at all
you've got to have
in the trailer.
You get to have a dad at the end of episode 8.
Yeah, it's like, you get a dad and you get a dad. No, well, it's funny because like he's not in the trailer at all for episode 9. Like, I expected to see scenes of them with him, so maybe he's only plays such a really small part in it. It might just be that Day like blows him off like he does everybody when he's like pissed, and then maybe later on, something else will happen and it'll get resolved then. Or maybe it's a really short conversation. I don't know, because the father seemed very different from the mother, very different. And so it's like I have this vision now of her basically just like railroading the father and walking over him like she seems to. I know you don't see her that way, but I'm seeing her that way, and I feel like now he's probably just one more person that he didn't conform to what she wanted, so she just fucking left him and took
dismissed
the kids.
him as unperfect.
And so he may just be that he is like a really nice guy, and maybe he's just what Day needs right now. I don't know. Who knows? Or it could be a douchebag.
who
But
just did not get into, like, what is he doing? Okay, this is, yeah, I need to see more of this in order to decide what I think about it. But so let's go back to the beginning.
okay.
So they arrive at the wedding and they need to write down why they want to present the newlyweds with this book exactly.
Can I
And
just
so
say quickly that I love this idea. I mean, like, you know, as someone who's an avid reader, I love this idea about giving books to someone like with a message, or like either something you think they'll enjoy or like a message that you want them to have. I really think that's a really
I've
nice
heard
idea.
I've heard of like birthdays, or I don't remember, it was like a wedding where people asked, like, give us your favorite book.
Yeah.
Your favorite book. And the explaining part, this is something new that it's really good. Yeah, I like this. It's a really
Yeah,
good
same.
idea. So, and Day basically says, like, you recommended me this book. I think I'm halfway through it, but I already understand why, and that Day's version of me will find his own finale.
I also think it's really interesting because Day is like, I don't need to know how it ends. Like he's at this point where
And
he's like,
there's also this book also doesn't have the last page.
yeah.
That to this whole idea.
Mm. And so that's interesting, but also like this idea of he's like, I'm halfway. I don't need to know how it ends. I'm happy with this, like the unknown.
Mm-hmm.
And we know as well from the previous episode that Mork has been reading ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So he actually knows more of the story than Day does at this point, which
Mm-hmm.
is interesting. And I wonder how much more of the story he knows.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if he's done any research to try and find out how it ends, because I feel like
Mm-hmm.
it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder
Yeah.
if that's going to come into it later on. But anyway, let's continue. So his message is that he's gotten as far as he has, and he will make his own, basically his own ending.
Yeah, he signed it, and then there's guy who owns the hotel
He's going to
appears,
give
and I
them the
wonder,
room that they get to have sex in.
yeah. Did he say he stole a wine bottle from the hotel, like from his own hotel?
Yeah.
So, and then we get vows. No, not that was not a
Yeah.
vow. Or was
I
it?
think it was the speeches. Yeah.
The speeches from the newlyweds, and he wanted to hear her voice for the rest of his life. Well, she's like, I was faking my voice to sound pretty.
Yeah.
So
I like what she
funny, and
said, how
also,
like people feel bad for her and like worried because he can't see about them being married. And she's like, that's not the problem. The problem is he snores every
snores.
night. She's like, this is the thing I'm going to have to put up with and live with. Like the fact that he can't see is not a problem for her. So I
And
loved that.
she also said, they think I have to take care of him, but he takes good care of himself, and he also looks up for me.
Yeah,
Looks
which is
out
what
for
we
me.
talked about. We talked about this
Yes.
idea
This
of
is what,
them,
yeah,
yeah, looking after themselves, but also being there and looking after each other, taking good care of each other.
yes. And while this is happening, Mark holds Day's hand under the table.
The way he's watching him too through the speech, like to see what his reaction is to all the words being said. And it's super romantic. It's super romantic. They're in a similar situation. He's just like, he's so enraptured in Day, like he just can't look
It's
away.
kind of like a love relationship is possible for someone who has a disability, and it's not a carer and person who needs care relationship. It's just two people being in
Mm.
love, and it's always there's you always have something that you need. There's always something that is not okay with you. There's always baggage. There's always
Yeah, there's always an
you know,
imbalance in relationships, but what one person lacks, the other person makes up in, and there are different things. That's why
well,
people fit
or
together.
at least that's how like hopefully
Healthy
it
relationships
goes.
work.
Yes. Yes.
And it's interesting too, because like I know, like once again we've talked multiple times about this whole like potential issue anyone might have about the whole carer carey relationship thing, but this once again
Mhm.
is putting that in a different thing. They're not in that relationship anymore. They have never really actually been in that relationship. They're now in this relationship where they take care of each other.
Yes. and then the dancing.
Yes, well, before the dancing, Mork and Day gets dragged out onto the dance floor by a lovely little lady.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
I love Mork watching Day step out of his comfort zone and have fun. Like he's living his best life, watching Day like live his best life.
Be like Susu now. Come on.
Yeah. and then they dance. And then they dance.
And so
And
there's
how he says
it's
to the
another
lady, "Can I
song.
take this handsome man?"
Oh yes, yes.
Off
Uh,
your heads.
it's another song. It's called One Palm Distance. I was grinning like while they were
So like I'm
dancing,
confused
like with
then.
heart eyes.
Yeah, I'm confused then. Is this the song or is the song the
No. Mm-mm. It's a new song. The song from the trailer is the song that they played on the piano.
so that is the new song? Has it actually come out? Do you know?
I think that the song from the trailer, I should check again. The last time I checked, it wasn't anywhere. Like I couldn't find it. But I think they're going to release this one, One Pound Distance, today. Or maybe, I mean, they released it probably already.
Yeah, because I was gonna say that sounds like, oh, okay, it's not them. Oh, it's there. There's a, oh, I feel like we need to like watch the trailer. I feel like we need to watch the I think before we end this, we should just go quickly and watch the music video because it looks like it's them dancing.
Really?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
All right. All right. All
Yeah,
right.
let's
Okay.
finish talking about part 4 and then we'll do that and we'll come back and talk about it, have a meltdown.
It was so that was so beautiful, and the way they're synced.
Mm.
I don't know what to say. I just kept watching. I was smiling and like
It was
it was
very
very very
intimate.
cute.
It was just very, yeah. It
Yeah.
was just really easy to watch. Like it went on for quite some time in this section of the episode, given that it's only so many minutes long or whatever. But I didn't feel like it was time wasted. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does. It's yeah.
But like
And then
sometimes
the
there's a
dog.
scene. Sometimes there's a
Yeah.
scene, like a bit like this, maybe not specifically this, and you think, oh, okay, this it was cute, but like it went on for too long. Like I did not feel
No,
that
it's
way.
just I love like the scenes that you think would be like this. Like for example, when Mark sang for Day. I know that it can be hard for some people, but I enjoy that scene so much. I went back and watched it so many times. Like I fell in love with film all over again because if you go back and watch her acting in that scene, I'm just like, wow, she's so natural. She's amazing. But also Mork singing and Day's reaction and everything. And now this one, and just like, no, I have to. Okay, not two. There are so many scenes that I go back and rewatch. But yeah, it was easy to watch. It's pleasant. It's like something beautiful happening in front of you, and you want to watch it.
I want to see
Um,
the behind the scenes. I want them, but not like your standard behind the scenes. I'd love to see like them learning this dance.
yes. And I wonder, where did Mork learn to dance like this, though?
I think I could be wrong, and like, feel free anyone to correct me. But I've seen in a couple of different Thai shows like them learning it at school, like learning
Oh,
some
really?
dance at school. So it could be that this is something he learned at school. I mean,
Oh,
he
that's
had an older
cool.
sister too. His sister may have taught him. I feel like that's
That's
a
nice.
sister. I feel like that's a thing, Like if you had a like, if I feel like if I had a little brother, I would have made him dance with me, and I probably would have like dressed him up because I'm cruel that way. I would have been, but you look so pretty. But yeah, so I feel like that's a sister thing maybe as well. But I know I've seen it in a couple of different like Thai shows where they've learned it at school.
And not like them being like, "Oh, do you know this song? Do you know how it's called?" They're basically like, "Oh my God, this is our song!" One pound distance, and then just like smiling and everything, like,
Well, it's funny because when we were listening to it, I'm surprised it's sung by someone else because it sounds like C to me, but it's
I
not.
don't know. Okay.
It's someone else singing it.
This thought did not cross my mind. But and then they dance, and then that random dad appeared. I'm like, no, random dad, go away. I
The
don't
random
need
dad
you.
appeared. It's just like, it's so funny to me because I was literally like, yeah, unless they like run into these. And it's like, here he comes, like I manifested it. Because
This is the
it
title of the
almost
next
didn't
episode.
seem like he fit in that scene. You know what I mean? Like, how is he randomly at this wedding?
Yeah, really. Like, is this the title of this episode? The random dad appeared.
Yeah.
It's a spoiler, though. I don't know.
And the random dad appeared. Yeah. Well, you would hope that the majority of the people listening to this have already seen the episode. You know.
If they're
Not
listening, then they're not scared of spoilers. Yeah.
Yeah. Not calling
But
anyone out, but isn't it a little bit
okay,
weird?
but we're posting this on Tumblr and on Twitter. Maybe someone is, I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, the random dad like
Appears.
why here? Like, I'm your dad.
And then we get this like cute moment at the end, which is obviously, it's so funny because once again it's a product placement, so it's like they haven't ticked enough product placements yet so far in the series, so they've added another scene, but it is the cutest scene ever. Like, so as you said, we have Day playing the piano, which is the theme from the
Trailer.
like from the show.
The theme, yeah, the trailer, the intro song,
Intro song. That's what I'm
yes,
looking for. The intro song music. And
yes.
and Mork is surprised and like impressed and maybe a little turned on. I don't know. I'm not judging. And he's just like, oh wow, you can do this too. And Day's sort of embarrassed a little bit, I think. But then once again, Mork is teasing him. He's like, I bought you this drink. You should play me a song. So he's bartering.
I love how he like playing again with the reward, and like you'd think that was a drink, but actually it was quite clear that wasn't the reward, because at the beginning of the episode, the reward he wanted from Day was a kiss. So now we have him giving a reward today.
Yeah, giving him a kiss. Yeah, and it's so funny because every time like Mort kisses him, where like he thinks like his family might see, like he doesn't really care when there's other people or whatever, but like at home or in the yard or like whatever, like he kind of like he acts like a blushing virgin, which now apparently he is. We first time, but he acts all like scandalized anytime like and this is, you know, after he's kissed him and all that. It's just, it's so funny because he acts like he's scandalized, like that Victorian lady thing I was saying earlier.
Yeah, but he's concerned that someone from the house will see them.
Exactly. But I love how Mork is like, don't worry, I checked first, and Day's like, oh okay, but then he's sort of like, but right in the middle of the house, like he did the whole total Victorian lady thing, like he's like, so scandalous in the daylight, like right where anyone can see us. Oh my dear.
They're so cute together.
It is. It's very, very cute. And then, of course, we got the trailer. And the trailer, as I said, nothing about the father. Just,
oh my god, but I thought we were going to get this, you know, rock climbing thing at the end of the series. If this is like what is going to happen next, I am really concerned.
Yeah, well, because
like,
because basically the trailer is Day Mork saying to Day, we have free time, what do you want to do? And they have like a few little outings. We see like scenes of them going to like a temple, a Buddhist temple, I think, and a couple of other places. And then looks like they're having a meal with the newlyweds, and they're talking to them about the fact that nearby is where this Last Twilight, like this mountain that's in the story or something, is located. And so Day wants Mork to take him there. So we're going to get these scenes of them climbing, and potentially this is a place where something bad could happen because they're going up on a mountain and all the rest of it. But I think what's probably going to happen is they're going to get to the top, and it's going to be beautiful and romantic, and we're going to get that line from the trailer.
Until the last light
This
goes
is the
out.
view I want to see, like of Day looking at Mork, basically.
I'm thinking about the trailer, and like I cannot remember any scene apart from Mork crying, which hasn't happened yet here, like the one from the trailer that we haven't seen. Like the rock climbing in the next episode, and the wedding happened here, and like the line of the last light going out. Maybe we'll hear it later. Maybe it's something from the end.
Maybe it is, but I feel like it's gonna be like when they're on this mountain bit, and maybe they won't make it. Maybe they won't actually make it to the top in this episode. Maybe something bad will happen, and they'll have to try again later on. And clearly they're gonna get it. Clearly they're gonna let's get it on. Clearly they're gonna get it on next episode because like Day asked for it, and like let's face it, if Day is asking for it, this is gonna sound really bad. I know in context that this as it's coming out of my mouth it sounds bad, but if Day asks for it, then Mork is gonna give it to him. That sounded so bad.
Mork is there to provide.
But Mork will service him very hard all night long. But yeah, so he is. He will bend over backwards. Okay, now it's just getting worse. He's going to do everything he can to make Day's desires come true. Yeah, I need to stop talking. I'm just making it worse. I'm like, someone handed me a shovel and I just started digging. But yeah, basically that's what we're going to get next week. And so obviously it could be a perfect episode all the way to the end. Because if we look at, as I said, if we use Dangerous Romance in this instance as a template, this idea of this perfectness sort of, you know, with maybe a couple of little incidents, but like nothing major. So that maybe the little incidents will be like the talking to the father, and then, you know, cute, sexy time, cute, sweet, maybe like some more sexy time on the top of the mountain. I don't know. But they shouldn't do that. They might roll off. Perhaps that's the tragic bit. But yeah, and then they're going to get back. They're going to go home, and then that's all going to go to hell. So, but how
I feel like what might happen is that next episode we're going to see Day and Mork's adventures, but also maybe Night and Prajai.
Yeah, maybe. It's interesting too, because we haven't had much for them. If they're meant to be getting together and ending up together, we've not actually had a lot of that development. But it's interesting too because, I mean, I don't know laws and rules and things like that in, like for Thailand and that. Like, could Mork get into trouble for leaving? Like, is he on probation still? Like, could him? No.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know the rules. Like, I know like in other places, if you leave like the state or something, you can get into trouble because essentially you need permission if you're on probation. And I don't know if he is or not, so I don't know. And I don't know what the rules are over there. I'm just trying to think of possible things that could get him into trouble, that could separate him from Day without him actually doing anything really bad, because I'm like, not my Mork. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be the mother. I feel like she's going to find out that Night wasn't there, and just, yeah.
Don't you think something else has to happen beside the mother?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, I know, like we've talked about this a lot. Like, I know what I want to happen. I know what I need to happen from some, like, Mork's point of view. And we want...
Is she going to, like, find out that they are an item and tell him that it's very inappropriate or something like this?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just trying to work out what would prompt him to cry that way.
I don't. I'm.
I feel like Day getting hurt is pretty much the only thing.
Day getting hurt, but maybe him feeling like he's the reason.
Yeah, because I feel like, you know, even if the mother said like you need to leave him alone, you can't, you know, whatever. I feel like he's made a promise to Day and he loves him, so he's not going to adhere to that necessarily. Yeah. Like he'll try and work his way around it because Day needs him. Like what she says, like while he will want to respect her, he's not about to choose her needs over Day's. So
yes, he's not like letting her decide what's Day's life to
So
be, and also
either he does something that fucks everything up, and it's gonna mean that he can't be there for Day, and Day's upset, and Day's angry, and Day blames him or something, and Day says something harsh to him that invokes those feelings. Because the only time we've really seen him get emotional was when he found out about his sister, and when in last episode where it looked like he was rejecting, it looked like Day was rejecting him. You know?
Well, and also when he was, fighting Pujai's ex.
No, but I mean like cry, like be upset, be hurt.
Oh.
Not be angry. I mean, we've seen him emotionally react to things. I mean, we've seen him emotionally react
when
to
he saw Day being hurt by August.
Yeah, we saw that too. But I mean, like for himself, like things that have hurt him specifically. So I feel like I feel like the only things are when his sister died, and also, as I said, when it looked like Day was going to reject him. So I feel like that kind of response, maybe a rejection from Day in some way, but I don't know what would trigger that.
Why would Day reject him?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like we need to have a scene where he thinks Day is in trouble because he's gonna freak, and then we need to address his like PTSD and his anger.
Yep. Yes.
I just don't know how they're gonna do it at all, and I need to know like what the fuck happened, like what caused this accident, and like Night, was it you? Did you do it, Night? Come on, tell me the truth. I promise not to hold it against you. Except maybe I will, because I'm evil that way. I might at this point. I'm like, I feel so sorry for him. Watch like one of our last couple episodes be called Night. It's over. We're not friends anymore. I don't like you, Night, anymore. Like, it's over. We're not friends anymore. Go away, Night, or something. Death to the Night. Yeah. I don't know, something super dramatic. No, I feel like...
Okay, we need to see Day look for Mork. We need to see Day support Mork and be there for him. We need to see Mork break.
I also, you know what else I need to see? I need to see Day stand up to his mom. Like, he has a little bit, but like even then when she's like, I don't want you to go, like I would have said, well, listen here, bitch. No, I wouldn't have said that because then my mum would have slapped me. But I would have said, like, I'm an adult and I don't actually need...
Adult. He's an adult who lives in her house.
I know,
Do you
but
think
he can leave.
He
can leave. I feel like he probably
move to Mork's place.
Yeah, well, he can. He has somewhere to go. Like, Mork has literally made that house like
made like...
I mean, except for the rambunctious neighbor who has like loud, ferocious sex, but apparently soon that's not going to be a problem for them.
He has the flowers ready.
Yeah, he has the flowers. He's planted the jasmine all ready for him. And he would have money. He would have money of his own, because if he is such a good player, like he seemed to be, he would have won prize money and things like that. He would have money, so he could definitely leave if he wanted to. He doesn't need her. So I feel like I would like to see him stick up against her and try and make her actually, because once again, and I'm going to use a seeing vision pun, but have her actually see him. Because she's
maybe when she was on vacation, because now she's very, very busy.
That was kind of bitchy. I liked it. High five. We call it virtual high five. But yeah, I'm just like, I feel like I need that as well, because we've not seen that from him. I would like to see him do it. Yes for Mork, but mostly just for himself.
For himself.
Like I don't want him to I don't want the reason why he stands up for her to be because of Mork. Like, while I would like to see that, like see him support like his relationship, the idea of his relationship, I don't want that to be the reason why he finally stands up. I want it to be because of him. Like, it can be because, okay, I'm wording this so badly. Like, it can be triggered because of Mork, like, but not it be about Mork. So like more like this
You
is
know,
my relationship, this is my decision, you know what I mean, like that kind of thing, not like
mhm.
yeah, I don't know how to articulate what I'm trying to say. Hopefully people get it. If you've been listening to me for a while, I'm pretty sure you know how my brain works.
I don't maybe not necessarily stand up for himself in a way that like in a confrontation, but make her
Make her
like
see
talk
him.
to her, make her understand. Yeah.
Yeah, make her
But
see
it's
him. Yeah,
not
I don't want him to yell at her and like go off on a tangent. I don't
Mhm,
want that, because that will just make, because when he does that, he very much reminds me of a spoiled child.
mhm.
He has this tendency, because obviously he was a little bit spoiled and he was very
He was a
sheltered. Yeah.
favorite
And so
spoiled child,
yeah, and
rich
so I don't
dude
really
kid.
want that, because I feel like that's not going to make her look at him
That's
as
regressive
a fully
as an
functioning adult.
adult. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I want but I don't want him to like give in to her, I guess. It's hard to explain, and I don't know how they would be able to do it in a way that would satisfy me, but I feel like if anyone can do it, these guys can do it. The skill set is definitely there, the writing's there, the acting's there. I really don't know what we're going to get in these last four episodes, except apparently some sex and
Mark is going to
climbing a
get his
mountain.
car. I
Sorry?
mean, his sister's. Mark is going to get his sister's car back. He never really talks about himself. And you know, you can kind of take it as him already healing because of Day's presence, but I feel like more needs to be done about
Yeah,
this.
we need to have him have this. I feel like they wouldn't have given us that scene so early on where he basically freaked because he thought Day was going to hurt himself if it wasn't bigger than that.
That and also him getting angry and beating the shit out of the ex.
Yeah. He definitely needs to address that. I feel like he has already gotten better. You know, that on that side of
Yeah,
things he has, like, you can
yes,
see he's
yes.
restrained himself multiple times, especially when Day is around. Like, Day is
Mm.
definitely has the power to temper his anger.
Yes, but it's if you know if not addressed, it cannot function forever. Like
No.
at some point he's going to snap in Day's presence.
Mm. Yeah,
What
I want to
this
see them
is.
address it for sure. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, only
Yeah.
4 episodes left. It looks like
Very, very curious. We know nothing. Like basically we're stepping into the abyss.
exactly, yeah.
What's going to happen? We're pretty much sure of what's some parts that are going to happen in episode 9. But then yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Sorry. Well, should we go and watch the music video for the new song?
You know what? I saw C someone translated C talking about this episode and he was like, "Oh, this episode is bitter, blah blah blah." And I'm like, like you take what they say and you understand like the opposite of what they're saying. It's always the opposite. They need to change their strategy because now like it's predictable. If you say it's bitter, then it's sweet. If you say it's sweet, then it's just like going to wreck you.
Oh, yes. I feel like they just like to mess with us, basically.
Yeah. So yeah, let's go watch the
Let's go.
song.
Let's
And
go
the
watch
song.
it.
To the
All
song.
right.
Yes.
Cool. Sorry. The
The
soundtrack song.
the music video looks like it's a dream.
Yes, that was my thought as
that
well. Like, I know it's like nothing to do with the show or whatever, but the fact that we had that scene in the
how
episode tonight.
it's nothing to do with the show. It
No,
has
but you know what I
everything.
mean. Like, it's
So,
not like it's part of the episode or whatever. Is what I was more like trying
mhm,
to say.
mhm,
But like, we
okay.
have that scene in the episode tonight where, Day tells Mork
Night
and Night that he has these
has
dreams
dreams.
where he can see again, and then he
Mhm.
wakes up and remembers that he can't. And I was like,
Yeah.
this is like him dreaming about them dancing.
Yes. Yes.
I had the exact same thought. And also I
This
noticed because
must probably be their intention then.
I think so. I feel like so. And the other thing that was interesting that I did not notice, maybe I just like blinked when they had this on the screen, but I noticed like while we had the like I guess the dream like
I know
type
what you're
scene.
talking about.
Yeah, the
Yes,
dreamlike
yes.
sequence in the music video, they were like interspersing it with scenes from them dancing at the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't see a scene, did we, from Day's point of view where he could see.
No, we didn't. No,
Yeah, guys, if
that's not
you
there.
love this show, you need to watch this soundtrack OST music video, because there is a really like interesting add-on of Day seeing Jimmy while they're dancing, and it is just like everything.
You know, it's funny because we're like, speaking of how like older people were dancing on the dance floor, right?
Mm.
And then they go and do and dance themselves. And this song is very, it sounds kind of old school. It
Yeah,
sounds
it
like
is a
something
very
out of that series that you like. I Will Knock You. It sounds
yeah.
like
It sounds
it
like
could
from
be.
like an old Thai drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It would not be out of place at all. And it's interesting too, because of the clothes that they're wearing in the episode
Mm-hmm.
at the wedding are both very kind of like, Mork is wearing the suspenders and Day has the waistcoat, and like that's
Yeah.
very kind of like old fashioned.
I wonder why they decided to go.
I don't know.
This
But
dance.
yeah, I was totally getting I Will Knock You vibes while listening to that
Yeah.
song, like for
Uh-huh.
real.
Yeah. Yes. And the lyrics, something about chasing a shadow, being in love with a shadow. I forgot I should have written it down.
Yeah, there was some interesting lyrics. There's one as well, which is something about cordial amity, and I thought, geez, that's a strange way to put it, because it basically just means like sincere affection and like kindness, but it's like that's what cordiality means, but like when you put amity with it, because amity is like a mutual understanding, like a peaceful
Mm-hmm.
mutual understanding, and so like this is
Mm-hmm.
like this peaceful mutual sincere affection and kindness towards each other, and I just went, this is like totally them, and this is what we want from them, like ultimately at the end, where they're caring for each other, and just I was like, oh
Oh,
wow, that's a
okay,
great
not
lyric.
surprising. The lyrics were written for them. It fits them. It's beautiful. They're very pretty. The way they look at each other when dancing is just
And also
wow.
it's interesting too, the other thing that lends itself to the dream like idea of this, that this is like from Day's point of view where he's dreaming, is like the rest of the field of vision is all kind of blurry and misty, and whatever, even the guy singing the song, but
Yeah.
like him and Day are more him and Mork are more like in focus, and he's actually looking at him,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yeah.
he sees him,
Can see
and it's
him.
yeah, and it's just like, wow, it's so like kind of, I guess, powerful, because it's this idea of this is what he's dreaming about when he's sleeping, and then when he wakes up, and he's like, so the fact that they had this scene in the episode, it was like it was like a dream, like it would
It
have been
was.
like a, yeah. And on that note, I'm like, I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know if I have anything else in me. I feel like a towel that's been wrung out. All my
Same.
moisture is gone.
Same. My face hurts from smiling. Well, I'm happy it's not from like crying.
I know,
I'm
right? I'm
happy
so
it's my face
surprised
and
I
not my
didn't.
heart.
Yeah, I'm so surprised I didn't cry. I was just like,
Well, I
oh,
almost cried because of Night when they kept, showing him being all
yeah.
beautiful and trying, and they not accepting his.
I really need to know. I really need to know, because if it's just like basic sibling rivalry, I feel like it's overdone a little.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I saw something. Was it behind the scene, or I'm not sure. Like, the idea was that Knight was drunk, was supposed to be drunk,
Mm.
and so was Knight like drunk, and they like came to pick him up or something, or was he driving, and this is why like they got into an accident and Day was there. I
Well,
don't
it's
know.
interesting because, like, like I thought about like a car accident and that, and I wondered, about that, because clearly it didn't happen in Day's car, because Day's car is fine. Day's car is the car that they're using. So did Night have a car as well? And now he doesn't. So
I don't know. I'm very curious. Yeah.
I need to know. Like, inquiring minds need to know.
If you have information, tell us.
Yeah, if you're one of the writers, feel free to know. I don't want to know.
No,
I
don't want to know. No, actually.
But I'm just like, I
enjoy it.
like saying like random stuff and then it just happening, like with the father.
No, because I was like, no, they're not going to. They were like mentioning the father, and it was like they were going to his hometown, and his father is there. Like, they're not going to introduce the father, are they? Like, I was like, they're not going to. Like,
I'm
why?
just like, well, they could.
Oh,
I know that section of the podcast will probably be amusing to listen to, because we're just like, you're like, no way. I'm like, yeah, it could happen, and then like 5 minutes later,
no, because it's like, I don't know how to feel about this. I need to see more, because it's so
weird.
random.
It's very weird and random. It feels very weird and random considering the rest of the episode. So, I mean, are we meant to assume that this is a small place? I feel like we're meant to assume that this is like a small coastal town. Without knowing anything about Thailand and this particular place, I feel like we're meant to assume it's small, because like they asked some random like stall owner about where this location was, and they're like, oh, that's such and such's wedding. Like, everybody knew that, like, everybody on the island knew he was getting married. Like, it's just, maybe we're meant to assume that. I don't know. And it's interesting because it makes it sound like maybe Pieon is from that place, which if he is, and Day is originally too as well, they may have met each other if not for like circumstances, and then it took this for them to meet each other and become friends and all the rest of it, which maybe if they had, like, if Day had stayed there and Pieon had left, it's one of those things. It's an interesting concept of like, two different choices down a pathway of life. Like, what would be the outcome? Would you still have met this person, or maybe you knew this person but you wouldn't be friends with them, or like, it's just interesting to know, to like.
But also, like, did they have Day talk to Mork about the father in order for us to understand where this is going, or was it there because Day was like considering the idea that he might meet his father and thinking about the fact that his father is there?
Yeah, I mean, as you said, like, because you did sort of say that you thought that's why he chose, because the question to me seemed very random. You did pose earlier that you thought potentially he brought it up
because thinking about his father.
Yeah, because he was thinking about potentially his hometown, his father, and it makes sense. It does make sense. So I guess we'll find out. At least we only have to wait till next week. We don't have like 2 weeks without. It's right. I'm being bitter about Cooking Crush. It's okay. I haven't got over it yet.
We need to think. We'll get through it. So we will. Can do it.
I mean, I feel like there's definitely parts of this episode I can go and rewatch again. It'll help. But
oh, the fuck you and the love you side. Oh,
yeah, I love that bit. That was so funny. I'm like, he's like, I don't want this, but I'll take this.
Oh my god, and the kiss.
Yeah,
it was so sweet.
I'm like, which one?
And the dancing and like all of them.
Yeah, the hands. So much the hands this episode. Like, all of the hands.
Very sweet. They're very sweet.
Yeah,
like, I'm happy for them, I guess.
I just think it's really funny that they basically in the trailer were like, oh yeah, and next week they're gonna have sex. Just FYI. Don't miss it. Next week they're gonna climb a mountain and there'll be sex.
Seriously.
Like, it was just, I mean, maybe not. Maybe we're just assuming that. It'd be really funny if Mork is also assuming that. And Day's like, I've never played Scrabble before. I've never played Jenga. Let's play Jenga.
Jenga.
Yeah. And
well, I guess this is it.
Otherwise, we'll just keep talking about the hands.
Thank you for following us, for listening to us, for hanging out with us. Write to us on Twitter, on Tumblr, give us a rating, interact with us. It's very nice and we love it.
Yes, and you can also leave a message on these episodes on Spotify, or you can comment on YouTube. We got a really nice message on one of our Dangerous Romance podcasts the other day, which was really it was really sweet. Like when we read stuff like that, it's like, oh, we're not just talking to ourselves. How nice.
So see you next time.
Yeah, see you next
Bye.
time. Bye.